Hello. Right, I always have these amazing introductions, and there's always a stunned silence when what appears is quite clearly an escaped nightclub bouncer. So let me explain who I am and what I'm going to... By the way, this is an analog presentation system because I absolutely hate computers. They terrify me. I'm a business guru, right? I go around the world guruing to various businesses, and I always get the chief executive look at me and say, no. What's your qualification for coming here today and telling us how to run our business? How are you qualified to come here? And my qualification for doing this is that I was expelled from school, yeah? And when they expelled me, they told me that I was a disruptive influence. That's a disaster. Where do you go from there? Alcoholism, drug abuse, living in the street, sleeping in a cardboard box. Unless you sink so low that you have no pride and no morals left. When that happens to you, you only have one place left to go, and that's into sales, which is what I did. But I love selling. Selling to me is the most exciting thing in the world. I don't just mean selling things to people who want them either. The biggest thrill I get. Selling things to people who don't want them. That customer that says, no, please leave me alone, go. But once you've sold to them, it's like going wild boar hunting for the first time, you know. It's been vicious. You've lost an eye and some teeth, and ears been ripped off. But this thing's dead at your feet. Yeah. Once you've achieved that, you don't want to go to Farmer Higgins' piggery and start beating piglets to death. You want the customer that comes roaring out of the shrubbery with the entrails of the last customer on his tusk. You know, the guy that has you carried to the car park by security, and as the tarmac comes up to meet your face, you say, so that's your last word then, is it, Mr. Jenkins? Now, see, traditionally, business, English business, we need people like you. We need people like you. We'll build it, you flog it. And today at lunch, I was sharing lunch with all these energetic students and people who've been inspired by every speaker today. Ooh, you know, and they were achieved. And what do you want to be? What do you want to be? I want to be an entrepreneur. They all wanted to be entrepreneurs, but they didn't want to sell anything. And it's like, there used to be an old saying that says production minus sales equals scrap. Yeah? You've got to be able to take your ideas and turn them into your living. And it means you need to persuade. But we suddenly got very shy about it. There's this wonderful thing now called, all the businesses don't want to do it. They want to start focusing on the customer, and they've got this thing. They've got all these wonderful customer-focused ideas and relationships. And there's this thing called relationship selling now. And I went out with a salesman once, one-to-one. We stopped at this glittering building, and I said to him, what are we doing here? And he said, oh, this is our most important client. We have a marvelous relationship. I said, wonderful, what are you going to sell him? Shh. What do you mean, shh? I don't want to sell him anything. Why not? I don't want to spoil the relationship. But what are we doing here? Building bridges. And I suddenly realized what is it that makes a bird special? What is it amongst all animals? Why are birds different? Fly! They can fly. Here's the British industry bird. Here he is. That is the current British. We wonder why we're in the mess we're in. There he is. That is the British industry bird. And he's called a dodo. And when you look at the side of this thing, there's this little withered, shriveled appendage. That is the sales function of most British companies. That is so withered it can no longer lift the fat, stupid thing into the air anymore. If you look at a seagull, the entire seagull flies. I call it an entrepreneurial culture. It means everybody can sell. Everybody. If you've got a great idea, go and sell, you know. But then there's this nervousness. How can customer care and selling, let's take care of the... I can't get my head around it either. Because one minute I'm being asked to do a seminar on customer care, the next I'm being asked to do a seminar on selling. And it just seems really weird. But I come from Gloucestershire, where men are men and sheep are frightened. And no, I'm not going to do any sheep jokes because it happens. I don't know. And I was walking along a country lane by me, and there was a local farmer leaning on a gate. Hello, Geoff, my lover. Hello, my darling. I said hello. And we had passed the time, and he'd got this enormous pig. Oh, hello, Rosie. Give Daddy a kiss. Hey, oh, she's a lovely girl. Go, kiss a kiss. I love old Rosie. Oh, you naughty girl. Oh, she knows I got an apple. Here you are, girl. Have the apple. Give us a kiss to the apple. Hey, you're a lovely girl. I love her. I love Rosie. She's going off to be bacon next week, aren't you, girl? Do what? Are you going to kill it? Of course I am. Of course I am. I'm a pig farmer, you idiot. Well, why are you being so nice to it? We want to be nice. Got to give them a bit of love. If you don't really get up the road, they got one of the battery farms. They keep the poor old piggies in the dark. They bite off each other's tails. Oh, it's terrible, it is. You get terrible bacon from them. And I realize that's what our customers are all about. We've got to give them lots of love and cuddles and everything else, but we've got to be able to make our bacon as well, And that's what it's all about. And I'm no G. I watched all these people today, brilliant people, and I just, and people always ask you when they see, what's the secret of and these clever people, and people say to me, what's the secret of your success? How does somebody as stupid as you make so much money? And you don't argue with your mum, do you? And I always say to people, I can't think. And they, what have you read? What have you read that has made you think like the way? And I thought, what have I read? I don't read. I can't read. I know. It's a T-shirt I had when I was a hippie. I had this T-shirt, and the message on that T-shirt has made my fortune. And all it had was two vultures. And one vulture was saying to the other, patience my ass. I'm going to go out and kill something. Huh? And that's what, but then, no, Geoff, you see, we're nice people. We don't want to get involved in this high-pressure selling. Oh, okay. But what is high-pressure selling? What is it? Oh, it's selling things to people they don't want. It's those people who won't take no for an answer. Oh, let's deal with that one first then. Won't take no for an answer. These people won't take no for an answer. I watched somebody the other day. They went on and on and on and on and on till the other person caved in completely and utterly. And they ended up loving each other. Absolutely adored each other. But I perhaps should tell you the person doing the persuading was 6 years old. Dad, what? Can I have a lolly? No. Dad, what? Can I have a lolly? No. Dad, what? Can I have a lolly? No. Dad, why can't I have a lolly? Because you won't eat your dinner. Dad, what? If I promise I eat my dinner, can I have a lolly? No! Why not? Because your mum will kill me. Dad, what? Mummy doesn't have to know. All right, but if I promise I eat my dinner and I promise I won't tell Mummy, can I have a lolly? Oh, God, you can have a fruity one. I want a chocolate one. We used to be able to do that. We used to be able to do that. Can I have this money for big industry, can I have some money for a research grant? No, sod off. Why can't I? Because you're an idiot. If I could prove I'm not an idiot, can I have the money for it? We kind of never do that. We don't actually go and ask people for things. We kind of, and I train these people that ring you at home to flog you things. And to be fair, it's a horrible job. It's a genuinely horrible job because you're rude to them. And they ring you up and then you do, and they get really kind of frantic. By the way, if this is really cruel because I'm stabbing people in the back that I love, but if one rings you at home, hello, this is Tracy from International. Don't stand the phone down. Say, double glazing, yeah. Oh, how wonderful, Tracy. What? Oh, how marvellous. I so was waiting for this call. I want to talk about double glazing more than anything in the world. Please. So, can I have your home number so I can ring you and talk about double glazing? You can't ring me at home. Well, don't ring me at home then. Slam, But they So what we do, we trade them, and they hate it. And what you've got to do is have a list. You want to ring people, list everybody on the list. Do not put the phone down because your nerve will break. Stand up, drops your diaphragm. Nice deep voice. Don't put the phone down. What you do, so what we do, you dial, you talk, you dial, you talk. Don't put the phone down. So what we started doing is taping the receiver to their hands. And in the end, they said, look, this is dreadful. We can't sell double glazing. We can't sell it because nobody wants it. I said, well, if you were selling something that somebody wanted, would that be easier? Yeah, it would. So let's find something that people want. Technology, people want technology. They want new, good, powerful technology, don't they? Yeah. Let's find a bit. Oh, here we are. A tank, a battle tank, a great, big, huge, armed, fueled, ready to go tank, right? Who would you sell it to? Well, let's have a look. Oh, here we are. Good prospect list here. Bloodthirsty dictators. We've got General Galtieri, Mussolini, Hitler, Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. That's got to be the easiest sell in the world. Genghis Khan is a 13th century warlord. He's had a run-in with the Visigoths. He's out on the Russian steppes in his yurt and he's watching the rain dripping in the discarded shields and he's depressed. He's been beaten and he's depressed. And you're going to give him a ring on the mobile, of course, because it's right back in there. Boop, 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 boop. Khan. What are you going to say to him? Want to buy a tank, mate? Oh, bloody marvellous. Oh, first of all, we've got to find, well, what does he want? What is it we sell? See, again, a lot of the people in this audience today are right into technology. They're right into new ideas. People don't buy new ideas. They don't buy technology. They buy what it can do for them. He doesn't want a tank. What does he want a tank? Who do you want a tank, Genghis? Khan, what do you want? Hey, Khan, baby. I'm talking death and destruction here, kid. Ooh. Rivers of blood, mountains of skulls, slaughter on a scale you couldn't imagine. Well, I'm busy at the moment. I've got a water fight. Send me the details. No, Mr. Khan, just 5 minutes of your time. You'll be wasting your time. Look, Mr. Khan, if you'd invest a few minutes of your time, I'll invest a few minutes of mine. Send me the details. I've got a water fight. Send me the details. Mr. Khan, I'd love to send you the details. I'm not sparing you any time. I've got a water fight. You're not a spear salesman, are you? No! This is marvellous. Disrupt. All right, I'll send you the details. Where are you? Out of Mongolia. Okay. Outer Mongolia? Bloody hell, that's on my way home. Look, I've got a tank on the transporter on it, and you arrive. And Genghis rushes out and leaps all over it, and you follow him round. What's this? He lifts the hatch. Oh, that's the 8-cylinder diesel engine. Oh, well, the German Mega Blitz 5000 had a 10-cylinder diesel engine. Well, yeah, it's not so much the number of cylinders, you see, Mr. Khan, it's the cubic capacity. And what am I doing? I'm discussing diesel engine design with a 13th century warlord. He's been reading the brochures, hasn't he? It's like those kids who come into the hi-fi shops. You see them, spotty little irks who just say, oh, now there's the tannoy and the zilcha. Now the tannoy, you get about 13.5 dB distortion. And if I worked in that shop, I'd like to take this kid and say, listen to this. Listen to this. You hear the difference? No, then bugger off. Right, then, you see, somebody said to me once, who's the best salesperson you've ever seen in your life? And I thought, oh, I don't know. And I thought, it's not a human being, it's a dog, a sheepdog. You imagine a sheepdog. Got the sheep, got the shepherd. What would the sheep do if the dog rushed at them barking? What would they do? Run, don't they? It's like that bloke in the Ford garage, isn't it? You go in there, and it comes creeping out from amongst the yucca plants, doesn't it? Oh, hello, madam. I see you're admiring me Mondeo. Ah! But you're nice people. You're nice, good, kind people. So that isn't what you do. You do what you believe to be the opposite, which is good. Can you imagine what would happen if the dog walked up to the sheep and said, oh, hi, sheep. Really nice of you to see me. I just want to tell you about some pen options I've got at the bottom of here. Quite like to see you shut in one of them, but, there's no rush, please feel free to keep on grazing while I explain them, I'll leave you with a brochure. There's an illustration of one or two of the pens if you're interested. And I'll leave you with my card. Then bleat if you need anything, And then the dog goes back to the shepherd classically and says, I went to see the sheep. I explained the pen options. They were very interested. This is abbreviated to VINT. Saw sheep VINT. The sheep had no idea. Bah. What was that? What actually happens is that the shepherd says to the dog, what? The dog says, shut up. Right. Let's have a look where these sheep are. Where they are is where they are. And they're going to be transported to where they need to be. One of the things that does intimidate somebody who wants to persuade somebody for the first time is sometimes where they are is not really where we wanted them to be. But you never get a sheepdog come back from the sheep and say, can I have some easier sheep, please? No! I watched an wonderful American, called Mr. Appointment. I can make an appointment with anybody for any of you. And it was a room, 6,000 salesmen all came because they wanted to learn how to make appointments. I can make an appointment with for any of you tonight. What's your name? Joe Smith. Who do you work for, Joe? Acme Insurance. Would you like an appointment tonight, Joe? I would. These throwing telephone directories into the crowd. Pick a name. You got a name? Peterson. I got a Mr. Peterson. Joe, would you like an appointment with Mr. Peterson tonight? I would. Okay, let's play it. Play it through the speakers. Boop, 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 boop. Peterson, what you want? Oh, Mr. Peterson, I'm ringing for Joe Smith on behalf of Acme Insurance. Acme Insurance. You bastards killed my brother. What? The audience, ooh! Killed your brother, hey? Oh boy, and has anybody come to see you about that? No? Well, how about tomorrow, or would some time next week be better for... He's making an appointment on the strength of the fact he killed someone's brother, you know? But, that's one of the things. We're not interested at the moment. We've just placed a big order. We're not investing in technology this year. We're not taking any students on for any more work experience. We're not everybody. No. Can I have easier? No. You can't have easier sheep. The sheep are where the sheep are. The dog knows that if it rushed at the sheep barking, they run off. But it knows the different sheep. Sometimes you get lazy sheep. They look a little nip in the bottom. Well, why don't we just start off with a trial week and then, sometimes the sheep are a little bit frisky. So you say, I tell you what, let's just make another appointment for a week's time. I'll come then and give you a chance to say, the dog's doing it. And it gets to the river that says, no, we're quite happy with it. We got, no, yeah. And it comes to the prickly hedge where there's nothing in the budget. And it comes to the traditional salesman would call that dealing with objections. But it isn't dealing with objections. We love our customers. We're going to work with these people. They're only expressing concerns. My wife and I love each other very much, but when we're discussing holidays, can we go to Mallorca? No. Why not? Because you'll spend the whole time messing about with that sailing boat. Look, then in that case, if we go to Mallorca, perhaps, if I just take a sail before breakfast, then we'll have the whole day together. She's not making an objection. She's just got a concern. When people want to sign up, want to give you a job, want to invest in your technology, they've got concerns, that's all. So the dog takes the sheep gently and easily through this path it understands, controlling every step. Dogs never fail. Watch one man and his dog. Watch it. The dogs sometimes take longer. Sometimes the old sheep buggers off, but he'll get it back and he'll get back to work. And he always arrives. Imagine doing all that work to the gate of the pen. Getting it to the gate of the pen. Going back to the shepherd. How'd you get on, boy? Fantastic. Through the prickly hedge and the stream. So you've got him in the pen. No, but they're very interested, And it's that final step, isn't it? Having that final step, the courage to actually ask for what you want. It's not a shy, there's so you could write books on closing the sale. We have meetings with people. We don't want to upset them by asking them for something. But it's actually when we ask them for something, they become prickly because they're really considering our offer. So what experience would you bring to my business? So if I invested in your technology, what would I get back? And how much is this going to cost me? We get intimidated by that, but that's a good thing. Those are buy-in signals. To just round and sum this whole bit up, it must be very odd for you to listen to a business guru who tells you all to go and be salespeople. But so many of you in this room want to start your own business, want to get on in life. You'd like to persuade somebody to give you a great job. And some of those skills are so simple and easy to master. And what it gives you in the simplest form is the control over your own life. If you want more of this, visit my website. There's all sort of little tips and hints, and I will be around here a bit more as well, so you can come and talk to me. But for now, I've loved this. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.